We are live! It is too hot. I am too hot for Santa. Because Santa lives at the North Pole. Why did I say Santa? I don't even know. Anyway, it's a slow start today. I'm late to my own stream by 2 minutes. Unforgivable. Can you forgive me? No! I just said that it is unforgivable. Anyway, we are here. We are proceeding. We are proceeding into the future. It's a little bit hard to proceed into the past. What you have to do is walk backwards at very high speed. That's what I've heard. That's what I've heard, the bird told me. Anyway, if you like incoherent nonsense and you're watching this later on the YouTube, remember to subscribe. Hello, Drinkfire. It is good to see you. Okay. Ye bloody gods. Okay, there's that. And I should probably post over here as well. Oopsie daisy. General. Okay then. Okay, where are we? You would be wise to build a helicopter. Really? Oh, Hilo DeWise. I just got that. Okay then. I'm just like, you know, days when you wake up and you're just in a mood for absolutely no reason, or at least seemingly no reason. Yeah, I'm like that. Also, I suspect the fan on my graphics card might be broken, so hopefully we survive the stream. We seem to be going okay for now, because my CPU cooler is absolute MVP and is cooling down the entire PC. Ads and resubbed. Yay! And welcome John McFist and Elivel. Alright. Enough of this silliness. Enough of this tremendous silliness. Right. Just need to get all my stuff sorted. I'm not sorted. I'm not sorted. Today is one of those days where I'm just not sorted at all. Friggin' not sorted. Things are not correct. And resubbed, not sorted. You know what? That's on the bright side. He lost his sword. Oh no. Not sworded. I only have this hammer. I have no sword. Now how will I go on a quest to save the prince and or princess? Right. Plutono hub. There we go. Focus border-wise. Border focus is engaged now. And also, I really got to... Why do everybody who stream from the depths do it at the same time? I'm seeing Gorlat streams is also streaming from the depths right now. Okay. Just came from Gorlat streams when I'm pretty sure he's about to lose his first Barons of the North run. You do tend to lose your first one with Barons of the North. It is like that. Okay. Alright, so we've got some things to look at first. Did I forget anything? Man, I hope not. If I did forget anything, I hope I forgot that I forgot it. So at least it wouldn't bother me. There's also an issue that... Okay, no, that was just the track thing. Did you see my beam mode guided missiles? I did not. Hey, Aperture! Welcome, welcome. You don't really stream on Twitch specifically anymore, Aperture. Anyway, I will verbally shout out Aperture Gaming, creator of the lovely Caravonian Rebellion custom campaign, and Twitch streamer. I believe Aperture, you stream on YouTube nowadays, yes? Got my PC repaired, lost everything in my app. No! Oh no, it's like all the From the Depths stuff too? No, stream on both. Well, you know what that means. Shout out. Aperture Gaming 011. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? You have to wait 59... I have to wait an hour before giving you another shout-out? Wait, what happened? Huh? I also lost my first brother due to some very poor time. Wait a minute. Oh, wait, no, we did... Well, no, the shout-out worked. Hooray! And can confirm I get Twitch notifications for Aperture. Lovely! Splendid. Okay, what were we doing? Well, first things first. The spreadsheet. We have made stonking good progress on inspecting things and putting notes on everything. So now, today, we're going to start with Amphitasma structures, which hopefully shouldn't take too long, and then we can get into the absolute minefield of drama that is the Sewol Republic. Hey, M. Boyd, welcome to the chat. And hello, Orange. Also, soup people. Soup people? Soup? Is that like sup? Okay, first thing is Civilian House Small, which probably needs a better name, honestly. Did I turn... Are there trees? Sir, are there trees? There are trees. Alright. Well, I don't know why, but on Platono in particular, the trees wig out, like, all the time. Not a fan. Alright, let's go here. Let's go here. Let's go. Amphitas are updated, and we want to go... Structure, Civilian House... Small, which is this. Yep. No, this is absolutely fine. There's no toilet. I guess you shit outside. That is a big gun. What the hell? All-in-one local weapon control. Oh, this is a mannequin. That's a decorated... Deacons, hell, what is this guy hunting? The alligators in Amphitasma Swamp must be horrifying. Yeah, this is like... They've got solar panels, but you poop outside. That's what you do. I don't know, what could be changed here? I'm not in the correct fleet colors, which certainly doesn't help. Ah, this thing should be in fleet colors, actually. Yeah, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, just checking. Yep, nope. Alright, so note on this, it should be in fleet colors. And just for giggles, I'm going to suggest adding a turlet. Because how are you supposed to shid and fart and piss with no turlet? Although it could be... Nah, I'm just going to say it needs fleet colors. Alright, Shift F2. And how does this work again? Needs to be painted in fleet colors. And just so everyone, just in case everyone forgot, there's a lot of notes here in the Platono Craft States. Alright, so we're gonna go here. And just a Civilian House Small. Needs to be painted fleet colors, also needs a better name. And needs to be different fleet colors. Needs better name. I could copy paste this thing, but I'm not going to. Needs better name. Okay then, and did I actually spell this whole thing? Yep, Civilian House Small. Everyone look at the Civilian House Small. Not a small civilian house, it's different. Okay, then Civilian House Small, check. What otherwise is so civilized you haven't heard of an outhouse before? I have! Clearly you've never heard of punt guns. Actually, now that you mention it, I have heard of punt guns. They are ridiculous. I believe they are now illegal in, at least in the United States, which is saying something, because, you can down a whole flock of ducks all at once with them. Okay, let's see here. Houses usually don't have names RL. True. Hello, Nimbus Flight. Welcome. Good day, sir. Oh, right. Tactical Spitty. By the way, Borderwise, since you were doing craft inspection, I made an app a while ago to check blueprints files for illegal blocks of remote cameras and I found some stuff. You could maybe check that while you're at it. I can send the download link via Discord. Yes, please. That would be very nice. Oh, thank goodness there's, like, people in this little community who are, like, shock horror. Like, it takes big brain to play from the depths, and so people tend to have good skills. Alright, spawn an outhouse as a sub-vehicle. Hello, River Rat. I've got a porta potty build. I'm arrived and I'm on time. Welcome, random topped hat. The pooper that shoots back. The shooter that poops back. Haven't caught a stream in a while. Laptop screen broke. Oh, damn. Outhouse has a nuke in it. All the farts detonating. LMHO glorious. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Spaghetti has not said that. Alright, so that's the civilian house Small just needs to be repellent fleet colors. That should be quite easy. Toad RBE. Where's the toad? There's the toad. This I am totally happy with. The tracks are a little bit funny. Let's see here. Let's see. Average Taco Bell. Oh, people are just joking about exploding outhouses now. It's a little plain on parts. I think, like, maybe... Hold on. Pink 25. What is this supposed to be again? Just a storage box? Cargo container type thing? Yeah, this could need some pretty... Yeah, it's literally just, I don't know, more paint, probably. Wasn't there someone who mimicked a missile to look like an outhouse? I'm pretty sure at this point, the missile deco has been in the game long enough that, like, they've been mimicked to look like literally everything. So, right, let's have a look here. What's in here? Very bare bones here. Little houses, just with beds and stuff. And you've got a gun on the back. Got a gun on the back, like so. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, literally just more prettying of the boxes on it, and that will do nicely. All right, let's say that. All right, Shift F2. All right. Boxes on back need to be more pretty. That's literally it. Literally it. Literally it. Literally it. Oh, right. I just remembered. I didn't put the date here. Toad RBE. Alright. Today, for me, is the 12th. 6 days after the last stream. It's been 6 days since I've streamed. It actually hasn't. It's been less days than that. Okay, that's 2 vehicles already. Easy peasy. Okay, sent you link on Discord. Perfect. Should I look at it during stream, or... I don't know, I'm gonna be fumbling around with my computer after stream anyway. Sure there is... Have people mimic missiles to look like the default missile, but bigger? Probably. Yeah, probably. By default missile, do you mean the default missile from the depths, or is there such thing as a default missile in real life? I guess pointy at the front, fins at the back. I've seen missiles decked out to look like a stick figure with the troll face. Wow! The troll face would take some dedication. Okay then, so Toad RBE. Okay then, I'm going to insert a row into the above, and I need to adjust this. Okay, and next thing is the refinery. Oh no. Excuse me. There are standard missiles, the SM-6 being one example of them. You can really just do whatever you want with them if you want to take the time. That makes sense. Alright, let's go here and see. What was it? The refinery. Tihanian refinery. And does this version have decoed foundations? It does not. So it still needs that. And it has that little... What's that? It has the prickler. Yeah, this is fine. This is very CNC. It is just, you know, simplistic, plain. Hold on. I'm just gonna spawn in... I'm gonna spawn in a fortress next to this thing just to make sure this is a consistent art style, and it is. Yep. Yeah, that looks like it's owned by the same people. Yep, I don't think we need to touch this. Is this meant to be a resource gatherer is the question. Or is it just flavor? I think this is just flavor. The actual resource fortress is like, you know, it's the resource fortress. How many volunteers are you doing this with? I haven't been keeping count. It is a lot of them. Really just do whatever you want. If I recall, the Hell's missiles in funny mode are either a flying middle finger or a flying flip, literally the word. Hang on, need to go. But only one series of them are called Santa missiles. So far, the US has the SM3 and SM6 in service right now. Hard to say. Some people make a bunch of designs, but most people make like a 1 or 2. Yeah, there are some frequent contributors. And by the way, we are going to, when this thing is finally finished up on the Steam Workshop, we are going to list all the contributors. So I'm looking forward to going through every single design and noting who done. Oh, I just noticed something. Yep, right there. Funky wheel. Wheel be funky. Wheel be fresh. Wheel be not correct. Alright, so there's that. And there's this. Everyone look at this wheel for a while. It's really good. Wheel decos on this need to be fixed. And that's basically it, I think. Refinery. That's not how you spell refinery. Refinery. Ironically, this does not have refinery blocks on it. Does the AI even know how to use commodities? Should probably give this thing its actual name. Alright. What to say, and with 400 total designs, the pool of people that have contributed is pretty large. I shouldn't say most people make 1 to 2, it's probably more than that. I lost count. I didn't even start counting. I'm technically the one in charge of this glorious mess, and I have not been keeping track of how many people have been involved. I assume the AI just gets commodities by magic, because on easy they pay you with more commodities than they could possibly have. Yeah, that might be the only thing they use commodities for. I don't know, there's like roughly 8 of us that are semi-consistently working on it, then there's probably like 11 people who either used to work on this campaign but don't anymore, and people who rarely contribute only made one thing. Yeah, there's like 3 tiers. And me, when I guess I'm off in a tier of my own. Okay, let's, refinery, check. Nuclear power plant. Let's see here. Which is... That was not correct. Structure. Nuclear power plant. Yeah, and again, this is flavor more than anything else. Although I believe this thing does have a genuine melter. Aha! This needs decoed foundations. Wait, hold on a second. Hold on a minute. Just gonna go back to the little house. Whoops. Aha! Decoed foundations, very good. Very good. Right, so nuclear power plant with that digital camo because it's hiding in the matrix, as you do. Let's go here. Just needs that. Needs deco foundation. Lovely, lovely. And that's basically it. Nuclear. Whoops. Power plant. Ironically, the nuclear power plant is not a plant. It does not photosynthesize. Wouldn't it be cool, like, honestly, like, wait, that's basically solar power. Never mind. I would say, like, wouldn't it be awesome if nuclear power plants made their power through, like, the power of the sun? But it's like, we have that. It's called a solar panel. Here's one right now. Okay. Smoke should probably be recolored to white as well, as that is a very smoky nuclear reactor. Oh, yeah. Because the stuff coming out of the cooling tower of a nuclear reactor is steam. This looks like it's on fire. Good point. That needs some deco. You reckon? Alright, so, like, if anyone wants to have a go decorating this, like, hang on, how many decorations is the... It has 0 decoration. Interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so I will make a note there. It's like more, I guess more greebles, white smoke. Okay, already melted down. If so, run. Yep. Run away! That's a very dreamlike feeling, actually. It's like, oh no, danger! Up into the sky we go. Whee! Okay then. Just burning your wind scale moment. I think the camo helps a lot already. Yep. Okay, so more notes. Needs deco foundation. Smoke should be colored white for to represent steam and more deco. Greebling. Alright, that's lovely. Okay, good. Also, I've completely forgot. Okay, so there's just a little side tangent. And I'm gonna need to go back to the main menu for this because I completely forgot to check the workshop. I've been a bad boy. Oh, I've been very naughty. And I deserve to not have another cup of coffee. Today has been a multiple coffee morning just because I've been feeling like, oh my word. Alright, most recent, see, nope, how nothing, infit swap, and see, whoa, and swole, and cave, and stone light. Okay, no new blueprints. Whew! Alright, that's enough main menu time. Straight back to the designer. You know, powdered uranium is very flammable and toxic. Oh yeah, like powdered anything can go whoosh. Well, almost powdered anything. I lucid dreamed for the first time in my life last week, and I spent the whole time changing how many fingers I had on my hand. Very good use of time. Certainly interesting. Also unrelated, but I am the only one who basically only has lucid dreams. Yeah, I generally don't lucid dream. I don't like dreaming at all. I don't have good dreams and I don't have nightmares generally. I just have dreams which are weird and uncomfortable, and that's it. I hear some people can do it really consistently, but it's usually on purpose. I might have long periods of inactivity. That'll be Undertale Yellow's fault. Okay, that's okay. My only lucid dream, I command myself to wake up. Powder man is in particular very willing to make nasty fires. And flour. Like, I think it was a consistent thing for the longest time is like mills would catch fire quite easily because, like, you know, flour is like flammable to the point of like being explosive. So yeah, it's a problem. All right, so let's go flak tower. Let's see here. Alright, this... Okay, yeah, no, this needs more shaping. This might need a complete rebuild, honestly. Alright. And it needs fleet colors. Well, at least some fleet colors. Who made this? Jank. Thank you, Jank. Alright, so flak tower, unfortunately, is gonna need... complete aesthetics overhaul, including shaping. Might need rebuild. Does it have a decoed foundation, though? Does it have a decoed foundation? It does look like it. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. It has a decoed foundation, so it has that going for it. Let's see. What's in here? Oh, dear. Right, we don't want it, we don't want this thing to be too easy. Yeah. Hmm. 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 Border car noises, alright. Let's do that. Complete aesthetics overhaul needed. Right. What's this thing called again? Flak Tower. Flak Tower. And Flak. And Flak Tower. Snowstorm again, eh? Powder, anything flammable is nasty, burns so much faster with so much surface area. Sawdust, oh yeah. The more you look into... Oh, thank you really well. The more you look into, the more you realize everything and anything around you could go us within seconds depending on the conditions. Yeah, looking around here, yep, there's a lot of plasterboard here. Them curtains could go up. There's paper on the walls. There's paper in front of me. This desk is made of wood. What is this made of? I think this t-shirt I'm wearing is mostly cotton. That burns. Free border noise moment. Yay! It's more a matter of how likely the conditions are to occur. I mean, if you think about it, everything is highly flammable if you throw it into the sun. Solid steel may burn, but if it gets to that point, anyone nearby won't have to worry about it because they will have long since been turned to ash. Yeah, that's about right. That scared the crap out of me. Thank you, Drakefire. Yum. Yum. I cheated. Looks at my concrete walls. Reminder. Reminder, drink, make noise, be merry, life is short. Right, shredder. Where's the shredder? Yeah, there's 2 AI things here. Interesting. We might just remove the flak tower because this thing is the same thing but different? Oh boy. You know, I actually use this kind of armor scheme a lot for when I'm like, bugger it, I don't care. But the thing is, I use it on vehicles which are evasive. I don't think this works very well on a fortress. How long does this thing last against a moving thing of roughly equal cost? Yeah, this is not going to go well for our little turret friend. Yep, this is not going to go well. %93% versus 99%. Yeah, you're allowed to go a bit ham with the heavy armor with, like, fixed emplacements because they cannot dodge anything. Okay, build canoes. I don't want to. That looks like a Kakave turret, but recolored to be Amphitasma. I mean, it's kind of CNC, which is their thing. I don't think there's enough weapon types for that, lol. Yep, true. The poles aren't optimal here, but it's fine. Yes, that is pole armor summed up in a nutshell, is that it's not optimal, but it is fine. I have made stuff armed with poles before, and it survives long enough to do the thing it's supposed to do, so... The Border Wisdom. Hey, the Duker. That is the wisdom for today, is, poles... It's not optimal, but it's fine. I cheated again. Okay, no, I'll try and come up with an actual bit of wisdom. The actual bit of wisdom is that, troubleshoot your PC early, because I've had weird stuff happening with it, and I suspect it's because the graphics card is, like, wiggled in its slot a little bit, or something. So I'm gonna have to, open up the old PC after this stream and just check. I'm just happy it hasn't crashed yet. Turret is kill. That is what it's supposed to do. Alright, so now, let's actually put some notes on here. Shredder cannon. Needs a lot of heavy armor. Needs HA to revive a bit longer. Also, just realized that, alright, so... It just occurred to me that Amphitasma doesn't really have a... They don't really... Oh, they do have a laser emplacement. Never mind. They have the Pearl, which we're going to look at very, very shortly. Shredder cannon, that's what it's called. Shredder cannon. Yep. And aesthetically, I think it's just fine. Maybe more greebling, but it doesn't really need it. Shredder cannon. Wait, no. It goes here. Yeah, the good news is that the decoration stuff is a much longer list than the functionality list. Poles have their uses, that armor scheme just isn't one of them. Yeah, no. I mean, if you swap these poles out for, like, heavy armor, it would probably do a lot better. But that's because they're heavy armor. Like, that, you know, goes without saying. Heavy armor is tougher than metal. Okay, we're already a half-hour thing, and we're almost done there. Alright, the conch is the cram emplacement. Oh no, this thing looks very good compared to everything. Compare this, no disrespect to Jank, but yeah, compare these two. They're not made by the same people. This is very pretty, but I believe, yes, the turret needs to be armored more. It's not well armored. Yeah, issues. Yeah, I think the stuff with it. Hold on a minute. Let's look past all this. Oh wait, this did get armored a little bit more. Ah. Oh, this detection can get shot off so easily. Yeah, that's an issue. That is an issue. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Okay, yeah, no. I'm not a huge fan of using ERA at all, because ERA is... That is a lot of redundancy in this turret neck, though. Lots of redundancy. It just... Problem is, if an APHE round gets in there, it's going to kill all those things anyway. I guess that just is something we all have to live with. Who made this? This is orange! Hey, orange! I'm not sure if that's the version. I'll check my one really quick. Thank you, thank you. It's beautiful turret cap, though. I fixed that a while ago. Yeah, that is the thing, is that the shredder cannon doesn't really shred... What was the shredder? Hang on a minute. Let's have a look at the ammunition of the shredder. How shreddy actually is it? Oh dear, it needs accuracy fix as well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. To survive it longer. Needs accuracy fixed. Well, if it's, let's see, it's got... That is not an optimized Sabo head, not at all. Nope, that could be better. Shells need tweaking. Shells need... tweaking. Just gonna go back here. Do this. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. I knew that was orange design. I could tell by the chart deco. Looks like the king crabs. Oh, nice! This is redundant detection, but yeah, it's not very securely attached detection. Yeah, that... Here's the thing. Redundant detection is very good, but not when it's very vulnerable. Like, even down here... What the hell? What am I looking at? Oh... Yeah, no, this is naughty. I understand why this is a thing, but... That is quite clever, actually. I do like this. Problem is, that does fall under the whole, like, internal objects on spin blocks thing, so that needs to be changed. So, I'm just going to remove all that, and we're just going to Whoop. Let's just go. Let's zoom out a little bit so you have something vaguely more interesting to look at. Look at this big undecorated thing. It's a good idea. Alright, so... detection... needs to be better protected. Detection on spin blocks needs to be taken off spin blocks. Let's see, what else is in here? Okay, there's a lot of things in there. Let's see, what is this? Yep, oh yeah, it's using that a lot. This is, yeah, internals need to be taken off. Yeah, that's, yeah. Taken off. Oh, there's also decorated, there's a decorated turbine here. Let's spawn in the actual Conch. Conch, where is it? There it is. Right, so this is the thing, where we can, yeah. So it needs, like, custom prop spinny deco. Spin block deco should be converted to custom prop hub. Deco, okay, we'll just say the gun could use some deco. Well, the gun itself, I think... Nah. This is beautiful. No, you didn't break all the wheels, just most of them. Oh, dear. I didn't even recall adding to the conch, to be honest. You broke all the... To be fair, I think when this thing was introduced, that rule of internal components being, like, not allowed to be on sub-objects, that wasn't added yet. It was only much... It was much later, I think, that we added that rule. We have a changelog. We could literally check this. So let's go check the campaign changelog. Let's go here. If I look in internals, aha. So that was that rule change on the 11th of September 2025. And yeah, this thing was definitely introduced to, like, added to the campaign before then. Yep. Otherwise, remove the decos. Yeah. Oh no, I didn't realize it was that terrible. I blame myself for this. Well, no, I blame, like, I think I might have started a trend by accident. I feel like I started the anti-EMP sub-cheese trend of Bodan, at least in part, but decos is looking very good. Yeah, I have brought great shame to my family and will commit Sudoku. Do not commit Sudoku! That's hard! Only commit Sudoku when you are sitting on the toilet. I don't know why my mind immediately went there. Alright, so... Right, summing up. Detection needs to be better protected. Detection internals need to be taken off spin blocks. Spin block deco should be converted to custom prop. Hub deco. Man, I hope that's legible. What else? Maybe... What is it? Yeah, no, prediction seems okay. Let's see how this does against something roughly the same cost that moves. Let's see. So we're here, 124. What is a 124? I don't know, let's spawn in a Crucian and see what happens, given that the Crucian is terrifying. And crams do what crams do best, which is miss horribly. I mean, the arm is taking it. It is definitely taking it. Is that on target? No, it isn't. Cram cannons, man. This is the problem with them. By the time they hit the thing once, it's hit you like 100 times. That looks good. And it pings. Alright, so the fuses might need to be changed a little bit. What are the fuses here? Oh boy. Well, this is where the redundant connectors are probably a good idea. Hanging on by a thread. Oh, dearie me. What the hell? Oh. It has just managed to sink this thing. Wait a minute. What fuses does this have? It does have an inertial fuse. Okay, alright. That is a very... I think the fuses could be tweaked. The go-to among cram gunners these days is to use inertial fuse, or at least I do. And you have a timed fuse. If you have a timed fuse, you don't actually need a pen depth fuse at all, and it's a timed fuse. So I'm just gonna add something here. Cram fuses need tweaking. There we go. Alright, so, what's this thing called? Conch. Whoa! Not what I wanted! Help! Help! Send help! The conch. There we go. There we go. That's probably everything we need to worry about for the conch. It only connects on the bottom right. Oh boy, I have to fix a lot on this, don't I? Might as well start now. It's alright, no rush. Goodness, no, look at all the crap I still have to look through. Not that much, I don't think. Yeah, no. It's like... Really, it's just like, it's the main thing is the sub-objects, and remember, when it comes to protecting detection, portholes are your best friend. And just to remind everybody of the, like, if you want to, like, properly insulate detection without having to rely on, like, sub-objects, you can do it like this. So, what can you do? You can do something like this. No, I'm... Hold on, I'm just gonna restart the designer to show this. So what you do is like, here is your deck. And it's like this, and you have a block of rubber, and then you can literally just wrap this in heavy armor. If it gets hit directly, like, it's gonna get fried, but... something like this, because then, if this gets hit with, I don't know, let's put a surge projector over here. What should happen is that it goes over there. So hold on, let's see if this still works. How I think it does. They go right here. Yep! So see, it ignores that completely. Even if you hit the metal itself. Let's see, did that hit anything? Yep. Nope, unscathed. So that means that EMP needs to hit directly there in order to do anything. So yeah, that's how if you have the room for it at least. It can be a bit difficult. Still more than what usually goes through my head. Not sure what went through my head when placing all the detection like that, to be honest. Free border wisdom? Yeah. Still more than what usually goes through it, without sacrificing durability too much. Yeah. So yeah, this is good. That is what we want. How often do I do this? Not often, because I am lazy, and it's just easier to, like, remove one block and put the detection in and think, like, man, I hope this doesn't get hit by EMP. I know how to play this game, but I choose not to. Okay, moving right along. It's not that I choose not to, it's just like, do I want to do that? I'm so tired. Alright, so that's the conch, and then there's the pearl, which is the laser fortressy thing. Where's the... is it here? Uh-oh, I might not have it in this folder. Uh-oh. Let's go look in there. Structures. Yonder tis the pearl. Let's load that in. I'm going to... Oh, this is Orang again. It's got a laser minigun. Hell yeah. And let's just save this in the updated one. Just so I can be sure that it's there. Ibiza updated. Whatever the hell am I looking at? Hello? Sir? Ah! Heavy armor. Oh, this is deco to hell, ain't it? Interesting. This looks like minigun, but it is not. Alright, let's see how well this thing does against... This is very good. Orange, you did really good. Also like the white stripes on here. This is something that I think we could get away with a little bit more on Amphitasar. That kind of, you know, that white... I like stripes on things, I've learned. Right, snapping turtle. Off you go. This actually is a much better looking laser minigun than what I've previously made. Snapping turtle is perhaps not... Wait a minute, does this not have smoke? It doesn't have smoke. Huh. Interesting. And disabled. Right, let's see here. How much armor does this thing have? Oh, I fixed the water bug and hopefully fixed the issues you had with it when you inspected it a while ago. If you want to check it out on stream. Okay! Hello, RV-V3 on. Rivon. Orange did so well with this one. Yep, they did. Orange does very good work. Does this use the APS thing I came up with? Probably need to fix that as well. Has almost no armor. If any other payload would have also killed the thing by hitting the same spot, your EMP protection is sufficient. That's a good way of thinking about it. Okay, yay, Orange has said it's always on board. Kia ora. Kia ora indeed. Kia ora, in case anyone does not know, is Maori for hello. At least, I think it means hello. It might be something specific. Kia ora means hello, haere mai means welcome. Tena koutou also means welcome, but slightly differently. Man, I hope I'm getting that right. Alright, so this thing has a notable amount of... Oh boy. Wait a minute. What the hell am I looking at? Decode? Decode. Decode. Yep, that is decode. Very decode. Yep, okay, so if we use power word make ugly, yep, there we go. Alright, so the problem here is that there's... Wow. Oh no, yeah, no, this thing has no armor. That's an issue. Yeah, that's an issue. Okay. Oh no, it's one layer of armor on something that can't move. Orange, I'm not making fun of you. It's just like, it's just like, huh, no wonder it died so fast. Okay, what? Why is that in hard? That's a medium design. Like, well, as it is now, it's easy because it's too easy to kill. Alright, so we're going to... Actually, I'm going to spawn in... Actually, we're going to have a before and after with Deco. Behold! There we go. Shift 2. Needs more armor. And what else? What else can we be rude about? How many sub-objects are on this one? Okay, just 2. Where's the AI on this thing? There it is. Yep, this needs more armor. Oh boy! Orange is so good at prettifying things. Yep! That's fine. One layer of metal in front of the laser is something to laugh at. I'll fix it as well. Thank you, Orange! Thank you, thank you. Very cool. I've gotta say, this thing still looks like mostly okay, even without the decoration. That is the key. It is not the shaping of your craft or deco that makes it pretty. It's both. All right, so yeah, that's it definitely needs. That's literally it. It needs more armor. That's literally that. It needs more armor. That's it. Needs way more armor. I think that's it. Wait, how's the detection? How protected is the detection? It has passive radar, it has IR cameras. That'll probably do. Alright then. Pearl. And aesthetics, don't need any change whatsoever. There we go! We've done the Amphitasma structures. Which means we can move on to the drama queens. Alright then. Who is ready to make a start on the Sword Puppet? First thing I'm gonna do is take a... What the... Who WhatsApped me? And why? Don't worry, it was a good WhatsApp. Alright. Well, you know what they say, a good defense is a good offense. You know what's important for offense? Being able to move. Do not worry, my bunker will strike fear into the enemy as it marches forward. Oh, Neko Boy, hello, hello. Hi, Bobby. Only have a second to pop in to say hi. Time to shout out Neko Boy. Shout out Neko Boy Blue. Hiya. Hey! Meow! Coffee tastes good. Alright, what was I doing? We should probably go hang out somewhere where there is an ocean for Sword Provinces. So first is the Hecht. The Hecht. The Hecht. The Hecht. Oh, this is an expensive beast. Oh, boy. Ah, yes. Border noise. What wonderful noises will I make today? Damn it. This looked better in Amphitasma colors. For Soul, I got help decoing the Pursuer a month ago and did another engine rebuild then if you want to re-review that. It's okay, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. If, do remind me to get the latest version of that thing when I get around to it. Aside from Pierce, lasers are a good weapon. Lasers not very good at offense. Lasers are amazing at offense. An even better defense is a good offense and defense, yeah. Nico, that's fine. Doesn't have to be a pierce laser, that's just the most immediate obvious damage. Oh, heck it all. Oh, it all. Yeah, this thing, aesthetically, it looks amazing. Yeah, like, you know, Tactical Spaghetti did a very good job on this. I seem to recall it needs roll control because it struggles. Are we going? Yes, I seem to recall this. Yep. Try to remind you, but might not be in chat when you do with the amount of shifts before a lot. If you comment on the stream alert, so you, I do this thing where I comment. I do YouTube community posts, like 12 hours and 1 hour before I stream. If you comment on that, when it looks like I'm gonna be getting to reviewing the Pursuer, that'll be very helpful. Lasers are amazing killing evasive tidycraft. Honestly, lasers are amazing killing most things. Yeah, this thing still kind of needs roll control. Hold on a second, let's see here. Yep, it does need some roll control. That is the one note I have on this, and it's that's basically it, really. Hold on, let's see. This is a very expensive cargo craft, but like, I don't know, you try commerce rate this, you're in for a nasty shock. Let's see, what do we do here? Let's throw it against two Let's throw it against a 200k helicopter swarm. Bloody hell, Sewol has good designs. Alright, cool. It's still not amazing in a fight. Whee! Yeah, nope, it's all good in the neighborhood. Bonk. Okay, good. Good. It can fight. Roll control, probably a good idea. Wow, yeah, this also doesn't really have armor, does it? Alright then. Yep, it is rolling a roly-poly a little bit. So we're just gonna go roll rudders. I literally just need to color that orange and copy that. Also, I need to go here because I forgot to do this. Phantasma Alliance structures. Phantasma. Wow, I did not spell structures correctly. Whoops. And Control B, Amphitasma, not a Amphitasma. I still didn't. Wow, I managed. Ugh, God. Too hot. Alright, so Sewol Republic ships. That is correct, though. Ships, there we go. And the Hecht. The Hecht basically just needs, yeah, like what we said. There we go. Hecht needs roll rudders. I can type. Oh, chat, please don't judge my typing. My lack of typing, oh no. Sewol's aesthetic just works for my taste. They're almost all sick near-future designs. Yeah. Yeah, like, they're, like, really, we got a lot. We had to reject more submissions for Sewol than I think any other faction. Simply because, like, people like the real-world look and stuff. The adjudicators are pretty good at dodging projectiles. Yep. Try and remember. Thank you. Sewol is, it's supposed to be pre-1990 futuristic, so it's like... The whole idea behind them, which didn't really work out, but it worked out okay, is just pre-1990s craft, but with, like, future technology kind of included, so lasers and plasma and stuff like that. English no very good, unfortunate much. Yeah. Cold War with lasers. To be fair, modern militaries are largely late Cold War with facelifts equipment still, so many Cold War designs still have variants in widespread modern use. Yeah. Pre-1990, if every crazy experimental idea actually worked. Basically, yeah. I believe, I mean, like, you know, the last thing I made for Sewol was the Dauntless, which is, basically, they did try and, like, experiment with, like, arming the space shuttle, or making an armed version of the space shuttle, but it didn't really go anywhere, because, like, well, you know, like, what was it gonna fight up there? What was it gonna do? What was it gonna do when it come for you? Hecht. And then the Terrier, which is a tiny thing with a laser duct taped on it, I think. It has drone. Ha! I'm forever going to be sad that, like, we're not allowed to have kind of a grey aesthetic for the Sewol Republic. I think it would suit them. Didn't you do the armed space shuttle? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Big forehead. Angry... yeah, this is the angry tugboat, isn't it? Alright, what can we talk about here? Let's go back to the fleet colors. Okay, needs anti-rust paint. That is thing. That is a thing. Needs anti-rust paint. Needs anti-rust paint. More color contrast. How well does this thing work again? Google's just forcing me to like use the American spelling for things, and I don't like it. I don't like it. That was the Dauntless, yes. Anchored up with a friend. That is the most cartoonish boat I've ever seen. Is that laser doing anything? It is! Honestly, I really needed to run into these in my previous playtests of Plutono because, wait a tick, what's this? This thing has up props. Why does it have up props? Hang on, let me go double check my rules for this. Oh right, no, I remember my rules for this. Must be afloat passively or with props. Okay, right. I don't know why I, like, switched to neater rules for a second in my brain. Alright. Yeah, no, this thing works fine. It's an easy little lasery thing. Does this have a crane on it? It would make sense... Oh, lordy. It would make sense to have a crane on it for drone recovery. It just would make sense. More color contrast. Deco crane. For drone recovery. There we go. Okay, let's go here. Terrier. Up props are one option. Yeah. Encourage you to less lag. Yeah. I don't guess the rules, but it is an odd choice. Yeah, it's like tiny 0Q lasers, so not really. Hold on a minute. What happens if we do this? If we turn you off, what happens? You kind of mill around a little bit and almost sink, but not... Uh-oh. Okay, well, no, this thing actually does manage to float almost when you turn it off. Not ideally. But yeah, it's like... I think it's just that this is a very compact little thing that... I think a lot more of this could be converted to alloy, actually. I'm gonna make an extra note here, is that we can make this thing... This thing might as well be all alloy, to be perfectly honest with you, because what is that metal doing? This thing is, like, not particularly durable to begin with. It's too small. Alloy for more flotation. There we go. Yee. Naturally buoyant armor and I use pumps. You just have to be careful with pumps, particularly on large craft. Yep. And actually, is it? Yeah. The problem with using pumps in From the Depths is that it's not a matter of if you get a hole shot straight through your hull by a big railgun. It's when you get a hole shot straight through your hull with a big railgun. So it's like, Yeah. The medal is for the morale of the crew who might otherwise think they were in a toy. Yeah, sounds about right. Alright then, I'm gonna finish my coffee and then immediately go off and make another one. Let's do some main menu time. Okay. I'm glad I'm streaming today because, like, just before stream I was in a kind of, like... I had a minor existential crisis. But now I feel better. So thank you, chat, for being here. Behold rock. And roll. Yeah. Okay. It's time for me to make more coffee, do push-ups, and run some ads. I will be right back with you. Right after I turn my webcam off. Where did I put OBS? There I did. You can't see me. My time is now. And I left just before the nuclear explosion. We are emotionally supportive. You are! And I'm proud of you. Okay, see you in about 2 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Did people see the penis? They did. That rock doesn't need to be rolling for me. We are emotionally supportive, pitching young, yes, we're peanuts, give it like 1 minute, it'll be here. The peanuts is like Thanos inevitable. I don't think it's failed to appear, I need to stream regular thus far. I have been sent to Agile. Ooh yeah, penis, told you, there it is. Penis on penis collision there. Yippee, I can't see it, lol. This one is pretty phallic too. Balls, fancy balls. It would seem the Stone Knight Dicks reign supreme on the main menu today. I do find it funny how reliably it'll show up. The pool of spawnable things just isn't that large, especially for Stone Knight. If the phallus doesn't show up, then the Garmer Nuke will. Frequently both. Phallic objects are granted with Stone Knight. A dick-on-dick fight, granted and guaranteed. You missed 2 penises colliding. Oh no! If only we'd been recording this. If only we had been recording this. No! No! Anyway. Right, little Hawa canoe. Yeah! I love the little Hawa canoe! I have coffee. And I shall drink it. Alright then. 40 minutes until bedtime. Well, not bedtime, but, stream time! I was pacing up and down like a silly person. Alright, okay. Where were we? Fly swatter is what we need to hop onto next. I think, again, this has a little laser. Very similar to the Terrier. This one also needs anti-rust paint. And needs more smoothing out of the underhull. And needs a smoother helicopter. Quagmire Toilet Gaming. What a username. And yep, Quagmire Toilet. Yeah, this needs more pretty. This needs to be brought up to overall aesthetics. Does that clip? Hold on a minute. That doesn't clip. Why is there a lead? Is that lead? That is lead. No, it clips. Right, so aesthetic overhaul needed. Alright. Right, so aesthetics need to be upgraded a lot. Anti-rust paint. More greebling and patterning. Well, not greebling per se, it has enough greebles for its size. More greebling and patterning. Swap heli out for... Yeah, we could just swap that heli out for... Actually, hold on, this is a rule breaker. There's no way in hell that helicopter would be able to fit on here. Make helipad bigger, I guess. Out for a for a prettier one, or deco it. Make helipad bigger. Yeah, lots of things need to be done here. Alright, also, I just forgot. How's this looking? And the radar clips. Rotating radar clips. Intercept. I'd have a 1Q laser, don't think you can make a heli fit on this. The ship itself is so small, it could stick out. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, that's what I'm thinking. So if I just block out in rubber what I'm doing, you can add a little bit of a backboard to this thing over here. And just like, you know, build, just lengthen it a little bit. Just a smidge. So it's like, I don't know, something like this. Something like this. So it's not out of, like, it's not out of the question. Yeah, no, that would work, but yeah, it does need to be done, because, like, I mean, come on. Helicopter nose is too long with the current setup, but yeah, helipod... Yeah. So, ships often have that thing, and honestly, this thing could be touched up and made more believable. Also, I just remembered, yes, underhull needs to be smoothed out a bit more. Underhull needs to be smoothed out a bit more. Alright then. Fly swatter. Holy crap. Alright, that's the problem with the way I've set up the spreadsheet is that some of these notes are quite long, and so here, SpaghettiOs. I'm gonna need to break up these notes. Drawing a little launcher as pointing backwards. Alright, oh no. Alright, right. That is the fly swatter. That's all I can immediately... Let's combat test this thing quickly. Oops. Spawn in a few twigs. Yeah, the, what is the... I don't remember what my own... Alright, so yeah, that needs to be fleet colors. That's another thing. I think this is, again, this is one of the older ones. It needs to be fleet color. Yep, and functionality-wise, this is great. And definitely more oh, what the hell? Oh, intriguing. Yeah, we can probably also, redo the turret so it clips less. Like, this isn't rule-breaking, it just doesn't look great. Needs to be fleet colors. Could be tweak to clip less. Alright then. And I need to put that back there. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Ah, work! Why? Why? Work! Why? Work! Why? Well, it's doing terrible things. What is all this? Aha! That is what that is. What happened to you? The wasp. That's what happened to you. Turret is so cursed when elevating. Yep. Looking at my dock and soil ships and when we abolish ship classes, I noticed this as being decently tanky but doing very little damage, while the Terry I put down is the opposite. Yeah, rival ship. Also, I forgot that I just stuck a bunch of rubber on the rear of this. This does use 1Q, which is smart. The wasp got all up out of me. Yeah. Yes, it did. Okay, then. So that's the fly swatter, and then the Ursum. Right. Can my sanity take much more of the live stream? Probably. Let's look at the Ursum. Ursum... Pinky boot. Alright, this is more like it in terms of, aesthetics. Oh, the Mariposa got dented a little bit. This is one of Henry Wong's designs, I think. Just a nice little droney thing. I do like, well, it needs more, yeah, it needs more pretty, particularly on the rear and the underside. Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. And anti-rust paint, yes. And there's the torps thing. I do seem to recall, yeah, this thing has interesting dealies with, yeah. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na. What is this? Yeah, this is a very interesting way of launching torpedoes, as I seem to recall. Yep. Yeah, still needs that. It still needs the altitude restrictions on the LWC. So there is that. Or at least the version I have. Ah, my nose! Ah! I'm allergic to From the Depths. This is a disaster. Clouded because it's spawned in the air, I think. If you pull it and put it in and plant it better. Yeah, you won't go. Okay, so underside and rear need aesthetic adjustment. That is what we've established. On top LSCs. Anti-rust paint. Underside and rear need to be smoothed out and decoed. Greebled. Ah yes, this definitely has armor. Kind of. Oh. Hello, this is a bit of a whoopsie. Oh no. Why? Who? Leval? You got some splaining to do here. Hey, what's this? Hey, what's this? What's a single block spam? Hey, why did I start doing a bad New Yorker impression? Hey, I don't know. The madness. It's old. Okay, the rubber pad on the back definitely needs some deco. Yeah, alright, so yeah, we can do some block optimization as well. I'm gonna make it... This is a speedy... Oh, it looks speedy because it's small. Is that weird effect. Ursum... And also, like... Count... Single... Clocks should be cut down. There we go. And the Ursum, here we go. Ursum and Ursum. Right, we should probably combat test this thing. Right, 74,000 maybe. What is the melanella? Which sounds like a fruit. Alright, I remember now. This thing is a torpedo boat. And it's, trying to torpedo things that are in the air. And that is bad. Probably spawn this against a ship instead. Whoops. Let's spawn it against itself. What's the worst that could happen? Ah, dear. Oh, no. Alright, so the Mariposa needs to, both of them did that. So also, extra note here. Drone needs to one more safely. Alright. There we go. Alright, how are we doing? Alright, this thing has managed to not hit itself with its own torpedoes, which is very, very good. This is quite a unique little boat. I do like it. Torpedoes! Hooray! Hooray! Something that could be fixed without much change. Those torpedoes can get some serious air, looks like, though. But yeah, torpedo boat against a blimp isn't ideal. What Tetris is best for Q4 lasers? 3x3. Yep. Super sleek, just needs refinements. Yeah. Yay, little boat. Little boat, little boat. We all love a little boat. What the hell is going on here? Oh, that turret got decapitated. Okay, there's that. We're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Alright, so now the porpoise. What is your porpoise? Why is your whale? Also, I don't know if you lot can hear that, but like... the music just... the sound just randomly cuts out for me entirely. And I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's because my graphics card is a little funky at the moment. Not the 1x1... oh... wait, does that have a... hang on a minute. Does it have a 1x1 turret neck? Oh no! No, 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 note, note, note. Needs at least a 3x3 turret neck. Okay. There we go. Still think, yeah, 3x3. There are air gaps though on some axes. Yeah, yeah. But the thing with like, and here's where you gotta remember that this is an indie game and it is still very scuffed after all these years. Shells and missiles do have a habit of clipping through blocks sometimes, like if the game is struggling to calculate too much physics. Which means that like a 1x1 turret neck gets severed like way more often than you might think. It, like, you pretty much always want to do a 3x3 at the very least. Right, I need to find my porpoise. What is my porpoise in life? Here we go. We found it. Hooray! Who made this? Inky Boy made this. Wacky wacky! Alright, this really doesn't need that much change. Maybe a little bit of anti-rust paint on the hydrofoil pods. Aside from that, it looks damn good. Looks very nice. Looks very nice. I'm not sleepy, you are sleepy. Alright, what is my note on fleet colors, actually? Ah, right. I need to change this rule. Should be painted primarily in fleet colors. Right, I'm going to amend a rule here, simply because we have so many craft that technically break this, and I myself have built craft that technically break this. Painted primarily in fleet colors. There is a aesthetic reason for using other colors. Black and white for space shuttles. Red anti... hold on. Red/green anti-rust for ships, etc. Right, that is important. That is important. And I am gonna have to hop into the changelog and, like, do things now. But that's okay, because There we go. Just breaking that rule from the start, at least, since anti-rust paint is primarily for while stationary, if I recall. I mean, you do see it. It's like that red paint on the underside of damn near every ship. Lower hull 2, I'm mature since hydrofoils IRL do sit in the water. Yeah. Okay, so don't mind me. We're gonna have some delightful... Just gotta remember where we were at the porpoise. What is your porpoise? Enjoy some main menu time. Maybe there will be penis, but only if you are good. So let's go here. Need to go here. We're there. And we need to go here. And there is tactical spaghetti. Just gonna download that. Jolly good. Alright. I need to go here for the rule change. But I also need to go here. Alright, spaghetti with sauce. Since so many vehicles technically break this rule, including the ones I built. Break the only rule. Hold on, just final checks. Is this what I need? Is this what I need? Primarily in fleet colors. There we go. And there's that. Right, and right, I need to go over there, I need to go over here, I need to do things. Alas, I need to do things! Rule change. And today is the what? Today is the 12th, 02, 2026. Let's go here. Whoopsie daisy, where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Why am I? No! I'm lost! So lost! Ah! Zuzu just got an itch between her shoulder. Wait, what? Maybe there will be penis, but only if you're good. Zuzu just got an itch between her shoulder. To be clear, does anti-rust paint mean red? No! Or if not, what does it mean? So, I did say it's like in the rules, it's like red or green, because that's generally what it is. Already ping Zuzu with a clip of it. Nice! Okay, let's do this. Change log. And today's the 12th. Rule change. Right, that is a rule change I need to remember, is that hard and godly ships for, like, the Solar Republic must carry hit-scan weapons. Let's go here. Delete all that. Control-C. Right. Good. Good. I believe I've done that correctly. Not seeing that paint. Wait a minute, what are you looking at? Aha! I mean, you do see it. See? That darker... Why is that darker underneath? There's a reason for that. I believe. What is this thing? This is a cramped little bastard, isn't it? Shadow? That's not shadow. That is very clearly not shadow. It's too sharp. Like, you can tell by the lighting in this image that if the shadow is that distinct, it would be much, much, much brighter. And you can tell it's kind of a cloudy day there. So no, that is surely painted. What color it is hard to tell. This is Italian, eh? Alright then, now that I've changed the rules and given myself and Tactical Spaghetti a headache as a direct result, let us proceed. Looking at the porpoise, need some color variation. That's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it, I think. Designer mode. To the middle. Wait a minute. That drone does not fit on here at all. Hold on, let's see here. Although that does look like a long-distance drone, so maybe... Maybe it's meant to be a squad. I don't know. This could use a little bit more... what could it use a bit more? I'm just going to say more color variation, like something on the underside a little bit. I do like the anchor, though. That's nice. How fast is this thing going? I've literally made, like, ships that move faster than this. Color is Italian. Does have paint? This is a dark gray. You can't post links. I only can because I'm a mod. John McFist has special mod powers. And so do I. I could post a link right now, but I'm not going to because I'm too lazy. Alright, so this is... What's it? Porpoise. This thing has a porpoise. The Soul Republic has a porpoise. They are unstoppable as a direct result. Wait, I'll friggin' tell you to friggin' paste the thing. Must paste the thing. Grumble, grumble. Grumble, 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 grumble. Grumble, 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 grumble. And that's basically it. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Right, so we got some things. If I use power word, remove deco, what do we got here? Hello? Hello, 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 hello. Okay, that can wiggle, we're fine. That can wiggle, that can wriggle, that can do the wiggle. Get ready to wiggle, wiggle your hips. Wiggle, wiggle your toes. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Alright, let's see here. The altitude bracket is blah 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 because those are torpedoes. And we're going to just quickly, well, let's throw it against... They do not have cheap ships, so Republic. They do not have cheap ships. Which means we have to spawn in the fireweed. What? Did it already fire a torpedo? How fast is this thing going? Not that fast. Did torpedoes fire? Torpedoes did not fire. Interesting. Now they fire! Oh, what? What did I just say about 1 meter turret next? Ye gods. Hey! Thank you, Duger. But yeah, just look up on the... Okay. Well, I'm glad we combat tested this thing because it's got, easily decapitated. Alright, so let's just do that. Need some color variation. Whoa! Yep. That felt good. Sorry, that felt good. Not sure the neck would actually make much difference. Well, you know, you'll be surprised. Given the turret itself appears to be only 3 times 3. Oh no, the drone! Right, I'm gonna make a note there anyway. Needs a 3x3 turret neck. Seriously, you would be amazed at how much difference that makes. Alright, okay, porpoise. Our porpoise is clear. There. There. Right, cool. Cool. Also cool. This thing, like, drives nice and close to things, doesn't it? Alright, I hope that scream wasn't too loud. It was into a pillow. Ah! Quick, drink more coffee. It helps with anxiety. It helps the anxiety go faster. Volume was fine, lol. Great. What the hell was I doing? Alright, the Kentriodon. Yeah, there was a lot of things that needed to change with this fella. Yeah, mostly because that main turret is completely unarmored. No turret. Yeah, like, I do like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers kind of thing of this. Right, let's throw this against 200k's worth of stuff. And since we're in the Howard Confederation section, we might as well just do that. I think this thing is costs almost exactly as much as the Previer. Let's throw it as the Previer. How fast is this thing? It's decently fast, not amazingly fast. Actually, I think the Previer is one of the more yes. This is one of the more no-nonsense. Hovercraft. I just noticed something there. I believe, did I make a note on the Previer before? Hold on. Right, needs to be optimization needed. I mean, I've said optimization needed, but like, yeah, some ejectors might need to be. We might need some ejectors on here. I've re-arrived. What I missed? Well, you missed. What the hell? Aha! There's a problem with this thing, and the problem with this thing is that it needs more roll control when one of them limbs gets shot off. Alright, so now, power word. Yeah, it actually needs a turret cap. We already have that note there. Where were we? Right, I have a bunch of notes on this, and this version of the country. Who made this? Who made this? Egg. Right, needs more missile defense, armor the turret cap. Add a turret cap. I'm gonna change this to needs a turret cap. Needs an armored turret cap. Needs rubber terrain proofing and stricter land avoidance. Needs redundant roll control for when legs get shot off. And let's check this, its little friend here. Now for Magpie, what does this thing steal? I think this is literally just a detection drone. How's this thing's armor, by the way? Oh, right. It's one of those. It's one of those things that does not have armor to speak of. Harr. This thing is a medium design, so doesn't need to be super good, but yeah. So related, why does it always happen when you least expect it? No ejectors with fractures on a wooden craft gonna be a yikes for me, dog. Yeah, the Kentrodon needs some help. Current cabinet. The missile's also pretty vulnerable on account of sticking up into the superstructure. Oh yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yep. There's a medium design that vulnerable is maybe fine, just throwing it out there. I just jump scared myself by overheating an ejector brick. How? I don't know. That is so related. Why does it always happen when you least expect it? Is it the vroom or the boom of that, do you think? What's the one that does it? Alright, so I think that's enough notes on the Kentriodon. But I am going to make a note that we could have some strategic beam slopes in there. Needs armoring of vulnerable areas. Phew, that's a lot of notes for the Kentriodon. Kentriodon, Kentriodon, Kentriodon. I forget what the Kentriodon is. Hold on, let me Google that. Hold on, what is the Kentriodon? Oh, it's an extinct genus of toothed whale. Got it. I remember new. And you need to remember over here. There's that. There's that. There's that. Boom. Turns out you can't cool 12 cylinders with just 17 radiators. Nope. I mean, I'm trying to remember what I usually do. I mean, you can. Wait a minute. How big are the radiators? I swear I cool injector engines with less radiators than that regularly. Not if you have full injectors. As in like a cylinder that has, like, injectors on every side of it. That would make sense. Thank you, Nimbus Flight. I had a little sippy. Okay, next. Alright, the otter. The otter. What is the otter? What otter thing do we need to think about? Oh my lord, this thing is gorgeous. Alright, who done made this? Driver made this. Driver made this and it is beautiful. What else? The problem with, like, this plain view style of hydrofoil is that, yeah, the problem is, it's always front heavy. I don't know how, in real life, they managed to avoid the damn thing being so front heavy. Right, let's see, how many... Oh my goodness, that is a lot of sub-objects. Let's see... Alright, so that's the limbs. That is a particle cannon turret. That is the other turret. That is... What is that? That is the missiles. By the looks of it. Yep, that's what that is. That is... What is that? Oh, that's torpedo launchers on the side. And that's all... Yep, that's missile launchers. That is... What is that? What is that? Do not block? Oh, that is a... You don't, strictly speaking, need, like, sub-objects for this deco. Yeah, you really don't, actually. Although, maybe... Yeah, you don't need sub-objects at all for this. Yeah, this could be de-sub-objected a little bit. Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Also, that gun barrel is, like, looks like it would clip with those missiles a little bit. So maybe that could be a little bit shorter. Needs tidying, actually. Let's have a look-see here. I see unbacked beam slopes. I also see a hell of a jet engine in here, which is fitting quite nicely with the real plane view, which was powered by a gas turbine. Very narrow, thin boy, very pretty boat. Are there actual blocks on that, or just deck? There are actual. Good question. Hold on a minute. Nope, there are not actual blocks on this spin block, which means they really don't need to be on a spin block at all. Which means they actually could be... yeah. I'm going to add a note here on the otter. And we can de-sub-objectify this a little bit. Stricter land avoidance. I'm going to keep that there. Whoop! Thank you, random top hat. Remove decos and check. I think I already did that. Hold on a minute. Yep. Oh! Wait, what? Oh! Oh, that's you could replace that with just an two-axis turret, and that would do the trick. Alert, rechat, knew it. Ooh, just 2 layers of spin block and you're on the first. There are missiles on it. Okay, gotcha. Okay, yes, okay. Oh, thank you, Chad. What the hell? Wait a minute. Whoa! Whoa! What is happening? Whoa! Wait, if you turn this thing off, it just, like, reverses backwards into the air. That was spectacular. And does it float? Does this thing float at all? Kind of. I guess that's what happens if you have, Alright, technically this thing needs to be able to float. Yeah, it's doing it! Hey, it's doing it! It's floating barely... No, it's doing it! That was a very spectacular backflip, though. Hang on, I gotta see that again. I gotta see if it does that every time. So if we do this... Whee! I don't know why it does this. Are those props breadboarded or something? Uh-oh. Interesting. This isn't a huge problem because this is a campaign design. But yeah, this thing backflips if you turn it off. What happens if you turn it back on again? I'm just blatantly just mucking around here now. And turn it off. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. Those propellers appear to spin when the thing's off. And then it does like a whee! I'm sure the crew really loved that. Plus 500 points, perfect handstand, straight legs and everything. Handstanding hydrofoils are fun. Hang on, one more time. I'm just going to... There is a reason I'm doing this. Don't worry, there is a reason. Whee! Okay. And... Whee! Oh dear. Oh dearie dearie me. Did I just miss a border handstand? No, it was the ship. I cannot do a handstand to save my life. My legs are too chunky. Driver, you have brought us joy, unintentionally, but you've brought us... Why is that so funny? Oh no, FTD physics. Alright, so Otto. Yeah, right, that's not a bug, that's a feature. Well, What else? What else? Alright, so we can... Rubber terrain proofing, stricter land avoidance, can reduce sub-budget count. Right, we need to combat test this thing. So let's do this and throw it against, I don't know, 100k thing. So it against the Sempervirens and see what happens. And it has the correct tracer color. Perfect. Oh, I forgot this thing was a carrier. And they're all just going straight for the helicopter. Poor Sparrow. Just why did everything go for the Sparrow? Seems rude. And the otter is going... Zoom! Whee! Oh boy. And that's a drive to totally intentionally add a funny mode feature. I mean, it literally, all you gotta do is this. Woohoo! Sir, why did we stop the engines? 'Cause we need to do tricks. Whee! Does it slightly differently every time. Like if you cry every time. Okay, you can go now. Whee! Yeah, the physics interaction of this thing are funky. They are funky fresh. Okay then, I should probably make a note of this, and then I think I need to stop streaming, because I think I'm fried. I think... Okay, I'm just gonna remove that. This thing doesn't need any change. Well, it needs rubber terrain proofing and stricter land avoidance, but that's it. That's like, basically all the hydrofoils need that. Alter... There we go. Beautiful. Okay, I'm tired. I am tired and done. I know we're not at the 2-hour mark, but I'm cooked. I am cooked. I am literally cooked. It's too warm in here. So, we're gonna raid out. Guess we'll get to the maelstrom first thing tomorrow. Yes, I believe that's one of yours, John. Better instrument than control. Oh, right. Waterbug. Sorry about that. Waterbug. Alright, we'll look at the water bug, and then we will... is it on the workshop? 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 And has Tactical Spaghetti been pinged already? Updated blueprints. The conch. Ooh! Aha! Oh, hell yeah! Henry Wong's back in the game! Henry Wong's doing blueprints and stuff. Awesome. Hell yeah. Funny mode button in the cockpit. Add more deco. Fix the missile interceptor's not working. What notes did I put on the water bug? Hold on. Let me check. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute, please. Alright, well, it's not quite what I always wanted with the water bug. I've got a lot of notes on it. Let's see if any of that's fixed. Let's see. Updated 1st of Feb, which was, 11 days ago. Whoops! On the workshop and the Discord. Jolly Spaghetti is not aware of this yet. Gotten 2 updates since the inspection. Did start with the gathering card because they weren't working correctly. Don't know if he's back in from all that. Well, I'm seeing he's posting blueprints. Henry, if you're watching this, good to have you back. We missed you. What was I doing? Content. Are we content with our content? We better be. Say, launch designer. Alright, so what changed? First things first. Hop over to Amphibitown. Right. Amphito. Oh, don't be self-deprecating. Also, you spelt failure wrong, ironically. Okay, Waterbug added a funny mode, added more deco, fixed the missile interceptors not working. What about all the other stuff I noted? Just to read out in full the notes I have on the Waterbug. Where's it? Waterbug. Alright, the light block spawning wang can probably be hidden with deco, some kind of pilot seat command structure, and this is always a robot. Needs way to get back up if it falls over. Let's see here. How's the wang? The wang is hidden. Oh! Invisible rubber wang! Perfect! Any kind of cockpit? Yes, it does. Warning, do not press. Will play sound. Aha! Alright. So it actually has. Alright, cool. Alright. Unless it's a robot, needs a way to get back up if it falls over. Alright, well. Let's see here. How do you make this? This thing's rock steady, actually. It's very nice. How do you make it prove? How do you... There was a way. There was a way. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. I'm just gonna plasma one of its legs off, or both of its legs off, to see what happens. Or what can we do here? How do you knock over a walker? Should all have been fixed. Okay, jolly good. That big walker. Ah, yes. I don't like this. That is like, don't be self-deprecating. Be nice. Be nice. Lord of Stupid. Oh, come on. Be nicer to yourself. Be nicer to yourself. The gun is corrupt, but not more than that. Okay, just good. And with dot hat. Be nice to yourself. Always be nice to yourself, because, trust me, other people are quite happy to be mean to you for you. I need to knock this over. I need to get its legs sawn off. So... Oh, I remember how to do things. Explosion. 8. 30. Can I blow this thing's legs off? Okay, so I've done that. And then if we repair all, it is managing to get back up again, which is very nice. It is kind of stuck on the ground. It is going wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. If you mean to the walkers, yeah, they send the Jaguars after you. And it gets up! Perfect! Okay, me likey. Me likey, me likey, me likey. Now let's combat test this thing. Against its old self, perhaps. Yeah. Oh no! No tripping. Tripping bad. Uh-oh, it's having trouble walking forward. I remember the wang. The wang! This new version feels more floaty. Oh dear. I'm gonna say that was a fluke. Hang on a minute. Let's try that again. Let's try that again against itself. It doesn't need to win against itself technically, but... Did the feet get changed? Not really. Nope, the foots, they look the same. The foots, they look the same. This one seems to lean forward a little bit more. Never mind. Old one also kind of does that. Interesting. Interesting. Me and Orange are working on a replacement for the Dragonfly. Lovely! In terms of combat effects, they're nearly exactly the same. So against each other, it's pure RNG for who wins. Noted! Alright then, I'm happy then. Let us put you in Amphitasma updated. And ta-da! Interesting. Oh well, now we can raid out to Gorlath streams for more FTD goodness. Oh my FTD goodness. Guess you haven't seen her. I did send you the Decoed Alligator. Okay, noted. Yeah, I'm cooked. I'm done. I'm going to stop streaming now. I'm gonna raid out. Raid Gorlath. Press the funny. Oh right, press the funny mo button. Okay. Alright. Press the button. What? Oh. I'm gonna need to turn music off for this, aren't I? Yep. It's going to play the Metal Gear. It's gonna play Metal Gear, isn't it? I don't think you can press the button on Twitch. Wait. Nothing's happening. Literally nothing is happening. What is happening? Nothing is happening. Hold on. Ha! Interesting. It's probably a local file. Oh! No! Okay, hold on. Let's find a sound block. Turn the ambient music back on. Sound block. Where did I put... Where's you? There's you. What are you playing? Ah! Yeah. You should probably set a, you should probably set a, an internet URL if you want other people to hear that. Whoops. Oh my god, I can't get out. Help! Help! I can't get out of the sound block. Frickin' hell. Whoops. Yet that's a local file. It's meant to play some stupid in before docs by file path. Oh no! Sorry! Then I'll go be Lord of Stupid for nothing. Oh, come on. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. The true funny mode is the UI trap we made along the way. That does it. I'm out of here. I'm done. I'm leaving. Gorlath streams. Right, Gorlath streams. Alright, if you're watching this later on YouTube, please subscribe to this mess. Make everyone feel better. Especially Random Topped Hat. Alright. Raid has begun. We must raid! We must pillage. Alright. Is the raid ready yet? I want to go home. There it is. Okay. Bye everyone. Have a good one.